Good morning, YouTube and Facebook. I'm here in Krishna's garden, Krishna's orchard, dedicated to Lord Krishna. And I also want to just show some updates of how things are going. Um, this is a raised bed, um, and the plants are growing pretty nicely. This is a fruit cocktail. It produces a variety of fruits on the one tree. And this is only a year old. It was planted last year in April, and it is now June 15th. So that's doing pretty good, but it hasn't produced any fruits yet, but it's kind of early for it to produce fruits, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does do something this year. This is another fruit cocktail, and this was planted 3 months ago, and it was half the size and had hardly any leaves, and that's coming along pretty nicely. This year I tried some cabbage, and the cabbage, um, I overseeded too much cabbage, so I took some of the cabbage from the cabbage patch and put it here in the fruit orchard, and I'm gonna see how they go. So there's cabbage all along here. This is an apple tree, and I planted that a couple months ago, and it's now at least doubled in size. These are dwarfs, so they will only go to 10 feet. This one was planted last year. This apple tree was planted last year as a dwarf, and it's already producing apples. I'm not sure if the apples fell off so far, but they still have some apples, and this is the first year, so I'm really amazed it's already have an apple. This is also a dwarf, so it'll only grow to 10 feet. If I let it, I might keep it at 8 feet. So that's fantastic. This is a pear tree. This isn't a year old though, and it doesn't grow as much as the other trees, but I'm still working with it. But it has improved a lot. So I'm really pleased about that. Um, this was my cabbage, my vegetable garden that I started this year. And what happened, all the cabbage seeds got away from me, so it was all bunched up, and I didn't separate them as quickly. And now, so I still like use them for juices and cook, so that's pretty good. And over here are beets, and this is my first time doing beets, and those seem to be coming out nicely. Over here is cabbage. The most amazing tree so far is well, all of them is amazing. This is my grape orchard, and this is a year now. That was planted last year in April, and this year they shown a lot of um, bunches of grapes is like all over the tree. So hopefully um, I'm able to get grapes this year, and it's just loaded with what seems to be um, grapes. And I made a trellis, but this wire doesn't seem strong enough to hold the grapes when they grow. But I'm gonna make sure that, you know, I do something so they get stronger. So this is just 1 year. Um, those planted last year, so they're coming along pretty good. This is another apple tree that I just planted a couple months ago in April, and from rootstock, very small, and it grows about, so far, twice its size. It has grown, so this is showing a lot of promise also. So I'm pretty happy about that. Before I never thought I had a green thumb, but apparently I do. And flowers seem to really do go with me. So I planted these roses this April, and a couple of them is already, this one already have a flower. This is from Rose Bush. This one already have a flower, and they're doing pretty good. My flower garden, Krishna's flower garden, Hare Krishna, was planted last year, and the first year it got planted, it just bloomed with flowers. I mean, it was like the first summer. So I planted it like in April, and by May, June, I had flowers. I was like shocked. So far this year, I've already picked over 200 flowers from my flower orchard. So this is just some of them like that. Krishna's flowers, and they bloom a whole lot. They have different varieties, different colors. This is a beautiful pink, really beautiful. They grow a whole lot of flowers. And this year, this is my first year trying tomatoes. And I started with the little tomato tree. This has grown at least, and this was in April or May. This has grown, and organic, has grown at least 200% so far. And they're gonna be having a whole lot of tomatoes. I believe I'm gonna have about 20 tomatoes per tree, at least 20. I already have tomatoes growing on a lot of them, and there's a lot of flowers, and I'm pollinating the flowers by hand, as I learned on YouTube, with an electric toothbrush. So all the flowers is gonna change to tomatoes. These are the two biggest tomatoes so far, and this one. But like I said, they should be 20 to 30 tomatoes this year, and this is my first time trying these. These are goji berry, and it's my first time doing goji berry, and I'm not sure if I'm pleased with it, but it is growing. It's kind of yellow, so that's an indication that it's too much water that I'm using, because these doesn't need much water. But the rain, we've been having some good rain, so the rain got to them a lot. And these are honeyberry, male and female, and these are they're holding on, but I have to try other things, because this is my first time doing these. It's another tomato plant, and so I have 7 of these tomato plants here. So it's gonna be a lot of tomato juice that I'm gonna be making. So I just wanted to give you an update of Krishna's orchard. Like I said, a lot of the techniques that I learned, I actually learned it from YouTube, and I'm just like really amazed and appreciative of garden. It's like fantastic. I'm out here every day. I didn't know I would love this stuff so much. I mean, I absolutely love it. It's like therapy and everything else. It's fantastic. So thank you, YouTube, and God bless.